today on Divorce Court.
I'm here because my husband has lied to me numerous times.
She brings up my past a lot. She throws it up in my face and nags about it all the time.
The reason I'm always bringing up his past, quite honestly, I'm not over it. When I found out he got his ex pregnant, I was really disappointed. Like, how sloppy can you be?
And it takes for us to go our separate ways, then so be it. But I love my wife and I would like to continue our marriage.
Divorce Court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Jamie McCloud and Hassan McCloud. Mr. and Mrs. McCloud, you have been together for 4 years, married for 2, you have 2 children together, and you say your marriage is on the rocks, and you have come to me to assist you. Mrs. McCloud, I'm going to start with you. Why don't you tell me a little bit about the progression of your relationship and why we're here today?
Well, I say you really don't know somebody till you live with them. Mm-hmm. So, Hassan was a angry drunk. And he was off into the streets, you know. But I told myself that I wasn't going for somebody like that, but, you know.
You didn't see it right off.
Exactly. So we made it official, and I basically, you know, put my feelings aside to try to see where would this lead us. You know, like I said, he was an angry drunk, hanging out all night and phone ringing, he gone, he leaving.
How deep into the relationship were you when you found out he was like that?
It didn't take long. I mean, maybe 2 months.
No, Your Honor, that's not right, Your Honor.
2 months.
Mr. McCloud, you don't agree?
No, it was probably 6 to 8 months in.
6 to 8 months in before you got comfortable enough to show your true self.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What else did you discern about Mr. McCloud as things went on that you found were negative?
That he was, you know, very active in his hood life, where he grew up in. He was very, you know, involved in things that he really didn't have to be involved in. So that should have been a deal breaker.
When hood life popped up for you, why didn't you just kick him out? And so he could stay in the street. That's the part I can't get.
Well, my son, Your Honor, I introduced him to my son. I had him around my son. Like, when we first met, my son was around. Mm-hmm. And I just didn't want to drop the ball so soon. You know, let's try.
Listen, they can get over that. Yeah. But what they don't need is a role model who's in the streets.
Right. And you're right, Your Honor. And that's the type of motive that I was trying to sell to him, to let him know, like, this is not healthy for us.
Yeah.
Like, I can't even sleep at night not knowing where you are or what time you're going to be here.
So I understand that you saw a huge red flag when he was in the hospital. Tell me what happened.
I threw him a birthday party. Mm-hmm. Mind you, he hadn't had an adult birthday party ever in his life. So this is his first birthday party. Mm-hmm. Did it real big, you know, nice food, nice drinks, everybody, you know.
Nice
around.
party, okay.
Yeah. And he went over and beyond on his liquor intake. Mm-hmm. So he got overly drunk. And my cousin was there, he's a male, and he was trying to, you know, calm him down, like, bro, it's cool, woo, all that. And he wasn't going for it. So next thing I know, they break out fighting. Him and my cousin, who was trying to console him or calm him down.
Calm him down, cool him out.
He must have did
Mr. McCloud, now, Mr. McCloud, why don't you give me your version of that event? I'm gonna wipe the slate clean. What do you got to say?
I can remember, Your Honor. I remember.
Exactly.
You don't remember any of it?
Exactly.
No.
Exactly.
So you don't remember how it started? You don't remember why you were mad?
All I can remember, she threw the party. She cooked real nice, invited everybody looking good.
And the next thing you knew, you were in the hospital.
I actually mixed a lot of drinks, and, you know, I was drinking it, and I woke up in the hospital with IVs and a catheter in me. And she wasn't there, so I yanked...
An IV and a what in you?
Catheter.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. I thought you meant like a cap, like somebody had capped you.
And
what was the nature of your injuries?
Alcohol poison. I had consumed too much alcohol, and when I woke up, wasn't nobody in the room, so I'm looking for her, you know. And she wasn't there. I knew she had to work the next morning, so I know I needed to get to her. So I yanked the IVs out and yanked the catheter out. I left the hospital fighting with security and everything and jumped on the bus.
You were fighting? Were you still drunk when you woke
Probably,
up?
yeah, I probably was. I probably was had
So
a hangover.
you ripped out all the tubes, got out of bed, and went to look for her?
Yes, ma'am.
Because you were mad because she wasn't there?
Yes, ma'am. Despite that I was doing the wrong things at the party as fighting and being angry.
Right.
I still was mad at her. I had to blame,
Yeah, well, you know,
I had to blame
when
somebody.
you're drunk, you don't have no sense. That's, I mean, that's just, it doesn't have to be, you know,
Well, a responsible adult that drinks.
Well, if
will
you
have
drink,
some
yeah,
good sense.
when you drink, but when you drunk,
Right,
you have no
exactly,
sense.
exactly.
So now it's gone from bad to worse, because I understand after the drinking there was a prison stint involved. So I'm going to get to that and ask what happened, when he went to prison, why he went to prison, and how long he stayed. Did you not remove yourself from your environment?
No.
Because if you're with the same friends, it's over.
No, I didn't change my people, places, and
Yes.
things. And I started back
A recipe for
doing it,
recidivism.
and it was another baby involved.
Yeah. Oh, I was going to get to that. So, Mrs. McCloud, tell me about when you first went to prison, what happened, and how that affected your relationship.
Well, we was like 10 months in of dating. He had a PAW, what is it called? A pending
PA.
application warrant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I didn't really know much about jail and all of that. So when he told me that they got him and then they released him and he was out on a PAW, I really wasn't sure what that was.
What that meant,
But
yeah.
that meant, oh, they coming back to get you.
Right.
I didn't know that. So, yeah, when he went, they ended up getting him or whatever, the police. They picked up the warrant, so he was wanted for his arrest, and he was gone for about 16 months. Yeah.
Mr. McCloud, tell me about that. What went wrong?
I had caught a possession of controlled substance. Street activity. I was call myself, doing what I had to do to support my family. I caught a case, caught a PAW. I knew they was coming. I just didn't know when.
Did you give her a heads up?
I told her they was coming. I just didn't know when, So I actually went down to the same area where I got locked up at. They seen me and they locked me up while my son was at school and everything. And when I told her, just the sound of her voice, I knew she was hurt.
Mr. McCloud, you got out and then you went back in. Explain that to me.
I got out. I was happy. Everything was going good. I was telling myself the whole time I was in there, I'm done. God, just get me out of this one and I won't do it no more.
Won't do it again.
You know how the jail talk go.
Right.
I get out for about 3 weeks to a month and I get back to it. Running full force, I start back hustling.
Now, what pulled you in? Did you not remove yourself from your environment?
No.
Because if you're with the same friends, it's over.
No, I didn't change my people, places, and things.
Yes.
And I started back
A recipe for
doing it,
recidivism.
and I went harder. Not really caring about the consequence. She telling me to stop, I'm not stopping. I need to support my
Didn't
family.
your love for her and your love for that boy say, hey, let me go do something else? It wasn't enough?
See, Yolanda, I felt like I was doing the wrong thing for the right reason. I was taking care of my family, so it felt good at the time.
That was the way you brought in money.
I knew it wasn't the right thing to do, but right then at that time, it was the right thing for me.
How long did you go back in for the second time?
The second time I violated my parole, I did like a little over a year.
A year. After he got out of jail the second time, tell me what happened.
When he got out the second time, he's been on a straight and narrow. He works at a factory job. He's been there for almost 7 months now, and he's doing pretty good. I mean, he take care of the household. We just had a baby 2 months ago.
So does the money
kids.
he make come home to the house?
Yeah.
Does he doing right with the bills? Is he hanging out with the same people?
Oh no, he don't hang out at all. Most hanging out he do is basketball practice and football practice and maybe a PTA if needed. Other than that,
Mr. McCloud, that is a hard corner to turn, and you turned it, and I want to applaud you for that. It is hard to do. You have to give up everything, your former associates, your former ways of entertainment, your whole life, and I want you to know I appreciate that, because I see the revolving door. So good for you.
Yolanda, I think she left some stuff out. It was another baby involved.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna get to that. I do want to know how this other baby happened. So that's what we're gonna talk about next.
Okay. I'm pregnant again. Yes. He's still sticking to the script. I ain't never sleep with her. I ain't never did nothing with her. I don't know what she talking about.
Mr. McCloud, if you're gonna dip and travel, why not cover it up? Would you marry someone with a prison record? Tell us what you think at facebook.com/Divorce Court. Divorce Court will be right back. If you would like your case to be heard on Divorce Court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Divorce Court. Despite this miraculous reset on his criminal activity, there was another hiccup in the relationship. Mrs. McCloud, why don't you tell me what that was?
Okay, after the first time when he got out of jail, I ended up calling it quits right before he came home.
Okay.
Due to the fact that I was dating someone else. So when he came home, we was on this mindset like, oh, well, we're not together, da-da-da-da. So he goes back with his ex, gets her pregnant. And so in the meantime, in between time, he's telling me he's never even slept with her. He don't know what she's talking about. And now we're back getting to where we once was. You know, and then I ended up pregnant like 2 months after she says that she's pregnant. So we get back together and we're trying to get our life how we want it. End up getting married and all of this. Now the blood test is finna come out because now she's wanting to prove that this is his child.
Right.
I'm pregnant again. Yes, so I'm pregnant and this blood test and stuff is going on and all of this, so he's still sticking to the script. Oh, I ain't never sleep with her. I ain't never did nothing with her. I don't know what she talking about and all this, so the blood test comes in the day before Thanksgiving. 99.9
99% is his.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. McCloud.
Yes.
If you're gonna dip and travel,
okay,
why not cover it up?
Okay.
So you just don't have children strewn hither and yon.
Your Honor, I don't really got no excuse. All I can say is I just should have been totally honest with her, because she was honest with me when I came home. I made a mistake. I'm here to put it all out on the table, and I would like for you to help her, you know, get through it so we can go on with our life.
So, Ms. McCloud, what at this juncture is your major concern? Because you've been through hell and back. Whew. What's going on now?
My major concern was, it made me just think back, like, did he just marry me so that he could have this bond with me, this paperwork on me so that it could cover up what he did?
Right.
Because he was telling me he never you gotta sleep with somebody to make a baby now.
Right.
Come on now. So once we got the results, it's like we went from you didn't sleep with at all, but now you got a whole life with her, a new life. So it was just like, it had me thinking, like, was this all just for front?
Yeah, to make sure he kept you when the news came out.
Exactly. So, I mean,
at this juncture, I think there is only one pertinent question. It's not whether does he love you. It's not whether he's going to do right or not. It's whether you can forgive him for what he did.
I'm trying.
And we are going to talk about that, because I think that's extraordinarily important. I think you have the potential to have a wonderful family, and I want to put something out there that will allow you to take advantage of that potential. Which transgression is the most difficult to forgive? Share your opinion on Twitter and Instagram at Divorce Court. Divorce Court will be right back. It still hurts you, doesn't it, Mrs. McCloud?
It ain't even the fact about the child, because I got enough love to go around. But it's the fact about him lying to me. And like I said, it make me think like, was this all just a front? Or was this really what you wanted? Am I really who you want?
Mr. McCloud, you got 30 seconds. Look at her.
Thank you.
And clear this up for her.
Baby, I know I lied. I did, again, the wrong thing for the right reason. I knew if I told her that I had slept with her, that she would leave. And she's very loyal, a very beautiful woman, and I made a mistake. And I mean, I had to do what I had to do to keep her. Mm-hmm. And I knew I wanted to marry her. I didn't want to bring another baby in the world without being married. So I figured I'd marry her. I didn't want I only slept with her one time, but that's all it takes, the baby man, you know what I'm saying? And I just want you to judge, help me help her get over this so we can put it past us. I know it's a hard pill to swallow, I know that. You know what I'm saying? I know it's frustrating, and I make it even harder because when she ready to talk about it, I shut down, or I even up and leave. You know what I'm saying? Won't answer my phone, power it off, and that's not being supportive of her feelings or her emotions. So I know I'm wrong for that. So I'm just here to do whatever I need to do.
Let me tell you something. I've been on this bench for 12 years. On this one, I've been a couple of decades, other benches. But let me tell you something. I know when a man is being truthful. I know when he's hurting. I know when he's sorry for what he did. And this man is sorry. This man loves you. This man has turned over his life in order to be with you. You're the best thing that ever happened to him. You're the reason he's a better man today. He's a better man today because he wants to be a man that's good enough to keep you. And I want you to believe that. And I want you to understand that. The second thing I want you to know is you got a decision to make. You know, you can feed your insecurity about wondering why he did what he did, or you can enjoy the fruits of your labor. And the fruits of your labor is a better man who's going to work, who's coming home, who's dealing with his kids, who's paying child support. Those are the fruits of your labor. So every time you think about what mighta, coulda, woulda, did happen, turn around, have a gratitude list of what's going good on that day. Reread it so you can have something else to do other than think about what was. You've done the work. It's like going to work all week long and then not accepting the paycheck. Take the paycheck, because you earned it. Now, for you, Mr. McCloud, there's a way to do, you know how you do the crime, you gotta do the time?
Most definitely.
Yeah. When a woman is hurt, she's gotta express that hurt, and you gotta absorb it.
Yeah, I gotta work on that.
Don't run away. When she comes at it with you, lean in, hold the hand. What is it, baby? What can I do? What do you? Sometimes all you can do is listen, because we want to talk. So just listen. I'm sorry, and I love you. Can we keep it moving? And you do that. You have to work at getting over the hurt just as much as he has to help you. But you got a good dude here. Remember, you did the work. Cash the check. Good luck to both of you.
The judge said that we should stay together and I should get over this big hurt that he's done. And I think that I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to cash that paycheck, like as she say.
Wow, and what I'm gonna do is be there to listen and don't get angry as much, up and leave. Give her that ear, give her that shoulder. And make
grow
her feel
old together.